Welcome back to Speaking with Intent, the podcast where we cut through the noise to help you build respect, influence, and trust through clear, deliberate communication. I'm your host, Paul, communication coach and former military briefer. Imagine this. You're leading a hybrid meeting. Half the team is in the conference room, cracking jokes and sharing side glances, while the remote folks are staring at their screens, wondering if they missed a memo, or worse, feeling totally out of the loop. Sound familiar? In 2026, hybrid and remote work isn't just a trend, it's a norm. But poor communication in these setups is killing productivity and eroding trust faster than ever. Today I'm diving into why that happens and how focusing on intent, not just words, can fix it fast. No fluff, just battle-tested strategies to get you heard and aligned. Let's jump in. First, let's break down the core issues. In fully in-person teams, we rely on nonverbal cues, a nod, a raised eyebrow, or even body language to fill in the gaps. But in hybrid or remote environments, those are gone. What you're left with is text-heavy tools like email, Slack, or Zoom chats, where tone gets lost and assumptions run wild. Think about it. A quick Slack message might seem straightforward to you, but without context, it lands like a riddle. Studies from places like Harvard Business Review show that remote workers often feel excluded from spontaneous office chats, leading to information silos, where one group knows something the other doesn't, and in hybrid meetings, the in-room folks dominate, while remotes struggle to interject, turning collaboration into frustration. From my military days, this reminds me of a botched briefing, like Neville Chamberlain's that I mentioned in a previous episode. His infamous speech we touched on last episode. Overconfidence without clear signals led to disaster. In today's workplaces, it's the same. Ambiguity breeds misalignment, delays, and even resentment. The result? Teams waste hours clarifying what should have been obvious from the start. So what's the antidote? It's all about intent. Clarity alone isn't enough in digital spaces. You need to lead while you're saying something and what outcome you want. Intent turns vague messages into purposeful ones, bridging the gap where cues are missing. In high-stakes military briefings, we never assumed understanding. We stated intent up front. The goal here is to secure the objective with minimal risk, so we're prioritizing reconnaissance. That's just an example. That focus prevented chaos. Apply it to work and suddenly your emails don't spiral into endless threads. Contrast a failed example. You send, "Let's push the deadline back," without intent. It could mean anything. Panic, strategy, now a successful one. My intent is to push the deadline back 2 days so we can incorporate client feedback and deliver higher quality. Boom. Everyone's on the same page. Trust builds and influence grows. Intent isn't emotional, it's directional. It respects your team's time and cuts through the hybrid haze. All right, let's get tactical. Here are 3 simple techniques you can use starting right away. Each one sentence or less to implement, but powerful in practice. First, the intent first opener. Start every email, message, or meeting with one clear sentence. My intent here is to state your goal so that state the outcome. For example, in a hybrid team update, my intent is to align on the first quarter priorities so we can avoid duplicate effort and hit our targets efficiently. This sets the stage, reduces guesswork, and makes you the leader who gets things done. Second, over-communicate context. In async tools like Slack or Teams, add a quick "Why This Matters" section. Bullet it out. Background. Last week's data showed a dip. Action needed. Review by end of day. The impact prevents budget overruns. It's like giving remote folks the room read they miss. From my experience, this turns potential conflicts into quick wins. Third, the quick clarity check. End your communications with a nudge. Does this match your understanding? Or for nuance, hop on a 5-minute voice note instead of typing. In hybrid meetings, enforce remote first rules, like having everyone dial in individually to level the playing field. These checks catch misunderstandings early, saving you from those awkward "what did you mean" follow-ups. Practice these and watch your team's cohesion skyrocket. To wrap it up, in the inbox overload of hybrid work, speaking with intent transforms chaos into aligned action. It's not about more words, it's about the right ones. If this resonated, try one technique this week and let me know how it goes. Drop a review on Spotify, share your intent fail story in the comments, or direct message me on socials. And for a visual breakdown of hybrid meeting scripts, head over to my YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the notes. Thanks for tuning in to Speaking with Intent. Remember, say what you mean what you say. Until next time, speak deliberately.